How did this happen? How did you get to this place?
Well, look, we've had a partnership with Microsoft that goes back to the launch of the Xbox.
In January 2022, a news about Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard King spread like a wildfire. Gamers were happy. I was happy. It was a big thing for the 68.7 billion US dollars. A giant Microsoft, but another giant. Smaller one, but still a giant. And from the consumer, no, customer, no, payer, no, it's not it. Gamer, yeah. I mean gamer perspective, it looked perfect. I'm Y4, and this is my opinion on this topic. So listen, no more Bobby K in charge. We'll get all the games in Game Pass, and Phil Spencer, oh boy, he's a gamer, right? He loves games. Thanks to him we got things like Age of Empires 4, a high-budget RTS game in 2021. Can you believe that? Imagine what he will do with StarCraft. Oh, he will fix Warcraft 3, reforge the reforged version. And you know, Overwatch, Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, we don't need to have so many predatory microtransactions there. I don't say everything will be nice and dandy, and there will be no more microtransaction and battle passes. But those games will be no longer a pillar of the company. They will be part of one pillar of Microsoft. The company that, remember, sells subscription of Office, Teams and Windows to other big companies around the world. And don't even start with a new possibility that AI gives with the ChatGPT for monetization. Shareholders should be happy from growth on those fronts. We can reduce a little bit of microtransactions in games, right?
I can dream, Harold!
Life could be dream for us, players. But everything changed when the Sony attacked and country regulators. Jim Ryan traveled from country to country, trying to block the merger, because PlayStation just lost Starfield and now the same can happen to Call of Duty series. And you know, maybe I would care about it and feel a teeny beeny sorry if Sony wouldn't be such a hypocrite right now. For example, who had exclusive mod for Call of Duty in the past? Yes, Sony did. And now they don't want exclusivity. Boo-hoo, cry me a river. They really think that I will support them if they're doing such a things? Are they stupid? Company ignorance and arrogance is imaginable and my day is ruined. PlayStation is winning the console war. And this would be my view on this situation. Microsoft good, Bobby gone, Sony bad, lawmakers stupid. Future me here. There is a new information that the CMA, Competition and Market Authorities in the United Kingdom, has just announced that it's blocking the merger out of concern for the cloud gaming. But that's not the end of it, as Microsoft still wants to appeal. Back to the original video. But YouTube showed me a video about the 9th century America. You know, railroad giants, oil barons, Rockefeller, that kind of things. And then I started to see videos about present monopolies, antitrust laws, choke point capitalism, Ticketmaster, Taylor Swift. When we talk about monopolies, these old pictures come to my mind. Few companies bought or merged with a lot of other companies, and in the end it doesn't matter if you choose one chocolate or another. In the end your money lands in the pockets of the same company. Or they will split market between themselves, and even if you want to choose what product or service you want to use, there is only one. The good examples are airlines and telecoms. And when those big companies have no direct competition, they start to carry less for their product and put all their strength into making money. You can be angry at standing tickets in the plane as long as you want. But if there is only one airline in your area, and when you need to fly somewhere, you will stand or pay extra for a seat. Tough love, buddy. But what about Microsoft? Gaming is far away from being a monopoly. We got so many games, studios, look at Steam, and a massive number of indie games, even if we not count bullshit asset flips. But when we think about this, there is only like 2-3 consoles right now, and PC laptop master race market we have what? 3 big stores right now? Steam, GOG and Xbox Microsoft Store? Okay, there is also big publishers that have their own stores, but only for their games. And any other places just sell keys for those stores. And as a consumer, many times you have no choice which platform you want to use. You want all your games on Steam because you have friends there, good memories, and Steam Workshop is easy way to use mods? Or you want all your games on Uplay, or Connect, or whatever they call it these days. Sorry, that was very bad example. Nobody want to use Ubisoft stuff. Do Ubisoft ever make games nowadays? Doesn't matter. But yeah, sorry Bucko, your Diablo 3 is only on Battle.net, no changes. But you can buy boost to your World of Warcraft character. Maybe it's not what you wanted, but we know that deep down you need this. Yes, I hear what you're saying. Microsoft not only put games on their store, but also on Steam, so you can choose. And thanks gods for that. In my opinion, Xbox Store sucks donkey balls. Don't know, is this because of Universal Windows platform, or Microsoft manage Xbox app on PC as the afterthought? But using it feels like a bootleg Xbox console. And don't make me even start with Windows, the biggest monopolist in the operating system front. If not for some programs and some games that work only on Windows, I would just use Linux. Windows peak for me was 7. After that, too many garbage options, accounts and corpus spyware I don't need in my life. Yeah, a quick thought from after I wrote the script. I also hate what Microsoft done to Minecraft in Bedrock Edition and Minecraft generally. It's impossible to make a step in it without seeing their cash shop. And this supposed to be a game advertised for kids, right? But yeah, back to the original video. So, if I'm such a Microsoft hater, why I was so optimistic on the start of this video? Well, because there are things that Microsoft had done good in the gaming space. But personally, I think it is all thanks to Mr. Phil Spencer, CEO of Microsoft Gaming. He probably not only want to make a ton of money, as CEO in corporation should, but also good games. I think he's the reason why good ideas like Game Pass or Age of Empire 4 can thrive. But Mr. Spencer is not immortal. Also, he is not the main force in Microsoft. One day he will quit, retire. Who will be next in his position? Will that person even care about games? Or just only be a savvy businessman? Will we have a choice between Steam and Xbox app? On what we can be sure is that the next person will be focusing on making money. But good games? Unfortunately, not really. I'm just a little worried that gaming community is looking at things very short-sighted, not looking at the long-term consequences. That's why I made this video, because I'm the same. Now, I shouldn't left you in the dark and show you an idea that will be the best solution for this situation. And I have none. To be honest, the best option for Microsoft and Activision Blizzard King is to merge. Microsoft will grow, Kotick will show he was the best CEO and will get more money. Shareholders will also get more money. If deal is blocked, then Sony will have more chance to fight with the bigger entity and more space to force on us their practice that are bad or even worse. Also, it is good that governments start to wake up and finding that invisible hand of free market is blind and will not correct big monopolies. So, if you want to still be humans and not another resources for those companies, the legislators should do something productive. But what is the best for gamers? I don't know. There are too many variables, and having or not having the merger can have good or bad outcomes. I hope I showed you in this video both good and bad. And at last, personally, I would love to see less big games conglomerates and more medium-small companies directed by CEOs that are gamers. So they will make money, but also with the idea of making good, finished games.
And the idea that there's some sort of protection that's needed for gamers seems a little silly.